In this part of the work, we're supposed to look at each graph one at a time and decide on what the equation of the line would be from what we see in the picture. If this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis, I'm looking at line number one. Line number one is going through the y-axis right here, and what's that y value at that point? That's -1. It's going through the y-axis at -1. So in our generic slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, we've got the b value. It's -1. The only other thing we need is the number m, the slope. And so if I pick 2 points that are easy to work with, and by easy to work with, I mean that the point lies on the intersection of some grid lines. So like if I take this point that we just used and go right here, see I'm right on the corner of 4 little grid boxes. Now I can just count jumps and figure out the slope. And my first observation about slope here is that the line is going uphill, so definitely this has to be a positive slope, and slope is rise over run. Up and down goes on the top of the fraction, so we go up 2 boxes, and then we go to the right 3 boxes. So the change in y, to get a little formal here, the change in y is 2, and the change in x is 3. So the slope would be 2/3. So for equation number 1, I'm going to write y equals positive 2/3 x, and then the b value was -1. I could write plus -1, or I can just write -1. Line number 2 is the same slope. You can see it's parallel. And if I go from here to here, I'm going up 2 boxes and over 3. So line number 2 has a slope of 2/3. So it's y equals 2/3 x. But it's not going through the y-axis at the same place. It's going through the y-axis up here. So what's this value? There's the x-axis, so that's where y equals 0, and y equals 1, 2, 3, 4. The y-intercept for line number 2 is positive 4. So the complete equation is y equals 2/3 x plus 4. And then line number 3 is a horizontal line. What do we know about all the points on this line? They all have that same y value of, what is it? This was 4. We're up to 5. This is the line, y equals 5. If I wanted to force the issue here, I could say the slope is 0, but we're not going to worry about that right now. So the equation for line number 3 is y equals 5. I'm going to interrupt here and do a separate video for the right-hand picture.